To all the juniors in the barn, we just a reminder, if you are needing some product, there is a trailer just outside here, and Tracy is out there. So if you have any needs for any product before you guys for today, there is a trailer just outside this big door.
Well, thanks for bringing this first set of bull calves out, and we'd like to thank the juniors for asking Donna and I to come and sort your cattle today. We've, as Andre has said, we've went through this program since our kids were little, and we've watched a lot of the seniors and become got married and become parents, which two of ours have already done too. And it's very rewarding to see how this program has continued on. And I heard that there's just a pile of juniors here again today, so it's the Junior Charlet program is well on its way. So we're going to just start with the calf there. He's just got the deepest body and a nice top on him. And we really like how he's coming along, and he walks out good enough for us today. And he just overpowers the calf a little bit in second place by this depth of body. The second place calf, we really like the length and how he travels. He's got lots of to this development. Really like the head on this calf, and he's going to be a very outstanding calf when it comes full sale time. Third place calf just gives up a little of the muscle shape through that lower quarter for the two calves above him, but a very sound moving calf and will be very, very sellable in the spring. The last calf is a very good calf. He's just the greenest calf in the class here, and when he develops out in the spring there, and he'll travel out very good, and he'll be a good, useful calf. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Carmen. So your grand champion bull calf for the CCYA 2018 is going to go to entry 11, Justin Harcourt, with HBC Justified 812F. And our reserve grand champion bull today is going to go to number 118, Kalina Evans, with LAE 880F as your reserve champion bull calf. Third place, we have 114, Wat Chin, Borderlands Fair Play 29F. And in fourth place, we have 115, Kieran Olson, MRT Ferdinand 833F. So congratulations, exhibitors, on your bull calf entries. Moving to our heifer calf class, we start with 119, Brooklyn Cramp, with SHSH Dewdrop 1F, And then 120 from Cassidy Elder. Elder's revealing 8066F. And then 121 Haley Rosso with Rosso 1F. Us today getting these calves moved around the ring, and of course I'm sure everyone knows the two standing in front of you. It's Wade Beck and Larry Demenham. I believe Wade is a CCYA alumni way back in the day, maybe. And then, of course, Larry's very active here with the juniors, and we thank you two guys for helping us out and get these cattle around the ring. So thank you to our ringmen.
A really nice heifer. We're going to start this class with her. She just comes in and she's got the right angles for us today and what we're looking for, and she travels good enough on her feet and legs, and she wins this class quite easily. The next heifer there is a nice performance heifer there. We just, for her to, just in a really tough class for her, but really deep-bodied and moves out good enough for us today, and we like the depth that she carries through her top and down in that lower quarter. The greenest heifer in last is a very nice heifer. And probably she's maybe going to have the nicest teat placements of the other two, and will make a very nice cow.
Okay, so your heifer calf champion today is going to be the entry 120, exhibited by Cassidy Elder. Elder's revealing 8066F. And then your reserve grand champion heifer calf today is going to go to entry 119, Brooklyn Cramp. SHSH Dewdrop 1F. And the third place is 121 Haley Rosso with Rosso 1F. So congratulations, juniors, on your heifer calf class. Moving right into split one of the purebred yearling heifers born in 2017. First entry is 122 Jalen Hill with Stepler Miss 13E. Next is 123 from Tiffany Frost, MRF Miss Ripper 1E. 124, KC Buchanan with Gerard Amber 1E. And in 125, Griffin Tupling with WSS Ella 700E. 126 is a scratch. And in 127, Claire Ramsey with Rammer Aaron 706E. And that is your class, judges. I'd also like to take this time again, and I'm sure a lot of people have heard this from me all week, but I do think the sponsors are such an important part of our conference, and I'm going to be announcing our sponsors throughout today, but we are going to start with our platinum sponsors. We really got to thank these people for stepping up and really contributing back to these youth programs. And without these sponsors and these platinum sponsors, we definitely wouldn't be able to put on the show that we do. So our platinum sponsors for this year is the Manitoba Charlet Association, Hunter Charlet, Charlet Banner, C2, Stepler Farms, Rocky Mountain Equipment, and of course Live Auctions TV up here with Jesse and Taylor here that are broadcasting this live around the world. So with these platinum sponsors, we definitely couldn't do it without you guys. We will, of course, announce the rest of them throughout the day, but again, thank you to all the sponsors. I also wanted to mention, just while I see him sitting over in the stands over there, Dallas Johnson, who is part of the Provincial X board here, and it's been a real pleasure to be working with the Provincial X to host this function for us here this week. It's just a tremendous facility and has done a really good job in getting everything ready for us, and we'd like to thank that Provincial X, and thank you, Dallas, for all of the work that you do.
Well, a very good, outstanding heifer to start this class with. As she kind of puts it all together. What we're looking for is some femininity and a lot of capacity through that middle, and she walks out good enough on her legs. Second heifer is a really long-bodied heifer, and she is maybe the best-footed heifer in the class and strides out with us, and she's really nice through that head and neck area, and we really like her for that. The third place heifer today, she's just having a little bit hard time traveling, and we're just a little concerned maybe she slipped or something. But a very long-bodied heifer, and the last two heifers in the class that are leaving here just a little under-conditioned to compete with the heifers about them, but very nice long-bodied heifers and sound in their makeup.
Okay, your results of that split one of the purebred yearling heifer. In first place, we have 125 Griffin Tupling with WSS LS 700E. Second in split was 122 Jalen Hill with Stepler Miss 13E. And third in that split was entry 124 from Casey Buchanan, Gerard Amber 1E. In fourth place, we have 127 Clara Ramsey with Rammer Aaron 706E. And in fifth place, we have 123 from Tiffany Frost, MRF Miss Ripper 1E. Entering the ring now, we're going to get into our second split of bred heifers. And the first is 128 from Sarah Barron, Stepler CCYA 2018. Second in the ring is entry 129 from Sage Buchanan, Brighter Ever After 23E. 130 from Taylor Eldcorn, WSS Easy on the Eyes 722E. 131 Haley Packer with Stepler Miss 54E. And 135 Kieran Olsen LEJ Emilia 701E, and 136 Zach Barron JMB Rosetta 702E. So that's your entries for this class, judges. So I also just noticed that Shannon Carvey is sitting directly behind Dallas Johnson, and I know she does a lot more work than Dallas. So we definitely have to thank Shannon for all her hard work on this provincial export. Thank you, Shannon. I also take this opportunity to just thank our gold sponsors, JMB Charlet, Sliding Hill Charlet, HTA Charlet, and Prairie Pistols. Silver sponsors are Hard Rock Land and Cattle Company, High Bluff Stock Farms, Master Feeds, RBC, RSK, and of course the Saskatchewan Charlet Association. So thank you to all our sponsors again.
I'm going to just start this class off with a big, powerful heifer again that we like their body shape, where she carries through the middle and has adequate thickness and just travels out nice-headed female. Second and third place heifers, that was our little bit of problem. The udder on the second place heifer is just maybe not what it needs to be right at the moment. And the third place heifer is going to set down a beautiful udder. So mix and match in 3 years. You'll be able to tell me which one is still in the herd and which one is not. The other three heifers are big, powerful heifers, long-bodied. Just maybe got a few issues on a couple of things that just need to be straightened up. I know it's summer, it's hot, and they've had lots of feed, but very good heifers in their own right. Thank you.
Okay, leading off the split of the second split of heifers, we have entry 130 Taylor Elkhorn, WSS, easy on the eyes, 722E. In second place, we have an entry 131 from Haley Packer, Stepler Miss 54E. And in third place, we have 129 Sage Buchanan, Brighter Ever After 23E. In fourth place, we have 128 Sarah Barron with Stepler CCYA 2018. In fifth place, we have 135 Kieran Olson with LEJ Emila 701E. And in sixth place, 136 Zach Barron JMB Rosetta 702E. Coming into the ring now, we have our third split of purebred heifers. And leading off is 137 from Kalina Evans LAE Ivory 711E. Next is 139 with Mason Beck's Tassel 3E. Then 140 with Zach Hamill with MVY Stella 20E. The next is 142 with Georgia Beck with Beck's Miss 12E. And then 164 Keegan Blem with White Rose Sophia 703E. So that's your class, judges. I'd also just like to mention our bronze sponsors for this show today. We have Keystone Livestock Services, and we have Lois McRae sitting down there by Dallas, and there's no doubt that that family puts a lot of time and effort into all the junior programs. And coming up next week, of course, they're having that Manitoba Roundup youth show there that they have in Neepawa, and it's such a great attended event. It's an all-breed function, and one's very, very true to the same organization and criteria as we do at these Breed Association youth shows. So, of course, we thank Keystone Livestock Services for jumping on board and being a bronze sponsor for us today. We also have RNG McDonald Charlet. I'm not sure if Ron is sitting up in the stands or not. I haven't seen him yet. Rammer Charlet, of course, is here exhibiting with 2 kids. We really appreciate their support. That's a CCYA alumni, of course. Klein Cattle Company, I'm not sure if Brad's here yet as well, but great to have them on board. Sunblade Charlet, another CCYA alumni. Happy Haven Charlet, and Sunshine Oak Charlet. So thank you to those bronze sponsors as well, too. Another part of this youth conference that I think is a really neat thing to have in, because it just shows how long this CCYA has been going on and how it truly is a family event. There is second generation awards that are handed out every year, and our first ones are going to go to the Demenham family with, of course, Jill. Back in the day was Beck, and then now Denham, and it's Haley, right? Is that right? Yes, Haley. So congratulations to that family for being that second generation. Another housekeeping thing for any participants in this youth show, there is some bottled water and some goodies sitting on a tray over there. So if you guys get a little bit hot or get a little bit hungry, or parents just need to get your kid to stop whining, there's stuff right there for you.
Well, this is a really powerful set of heifers. Every one of these heifers there would have been a contender in the classes before us there, so we got to congratulate these kids for coming. We just spent a little time on these top two because they're like peas in a pod there. And what made us change is when Dawn and I looked, we like lots of volume in the middle of our heifers, and we like a nice cleaner skull. And this heifer maybe just puts it together a little better than the heifer in second place. Heifer place, second place is very eye appealing. It's going to make a really good show heifer down the road for this young man here. We just like I say, very good peas in a pod. The third heifer, very, very long-bodied heifer, nice skulled, travels out well. She's just in a really tough class. Very good heifer, young man there, and you should be very proud of bringing her out. The next heifer, they're just two little different types. The next heifer is a larger frame than I would like to see, but very long-bodied, big, powerful, strong-bodied heifer walks out. The heifer in the last place, like I said, really good bodied heifer. You're just in a really tough class. Thank you.
Okay, the winner of that third split of the yearling heifer goes to exhibitor 139, Mason Beck, with Beck's Tassel 3E. Second in split, 142. Sorry, I had that backwards. 142 wins that split with Georgia Beck with Beck's Miss 12E. And in second place, we have entry 139, Mason Beck, Beck's Tassel. In third hole, we have exhibitor 140, Zach Hamill with MVY Stella 20E. In fourth and split, it was 137, Kalina Enns with LAE Ivory 711E. And in fifth, we have 164 with Keegan Blem White Rose Sophia 703E. So congratulations to juniors in such a solid set of heifers. Moving to our fourth split of heifers. Leading off, we have exhibitor 145, Justin Harcourt with BC. IKEA 707E 146 is next. Bryn Stepler with Echo Springs. Serendipity 38E. The next in the ring is Exhibitor 17, Cord Phillips with KR Miss Janice 709E. 148 is a scratch. 149, Christina Franks with Borderlands Essence 9E. And 150, Kira Dag with C2 Miss Realty 2E. That's your class judges.
Well, another very strong set of bred heifers here. We're just going to start the class here with the heifer that just gives us the most tip and most thickness through the top and in that lower quarter, and it's natural, and she's got lots of middle, and she just travels out very well. The next two heifers are very similar in their type. They're just carrying a lot of condition for us today here, and we really like the pattern of this second place heifer. She's going to have a lot of udder and milk by the looks of things. Nice, very nice teat placement, very eye-appealing heifer. But she just gets this little overpowered by the heifer with this little more thickness, a little bit more body mass, and a little bit more springer rib. The third place heifer, like I said, just carrying a little bit too much condition for us. And when she gets out on the move, she's starting to just seize up a little bit in her travel there. But very nice bodied heifer. If you just back her off a little bit, and she'll just loosen right up and make yourself a good cow. The two bigger framed heifers are very good, strong, powered heifers, long-bodied, and are going to make tremendous cows.
Okay, the results of Split 4. In first place, we have Exhibitor 146, Bryn Stepler with Echo Springs, Serendipity 38E. In second place, we have Exhibitor 17, Cord Phillips with KR Miss Janice 709E. In third, we have Exhibitor 145, Justin Harcourt with HBC IKEA 707E. In fourth place, we have Exhibitor 149, Christina Franks with Borderlands Essence 9E. And in fifth place, Exhibitor 150, Kira Degg with C2 Miss Realty 2E. So congratulations, juniors, on your split. Moving to our fifth place of heifers. We're starting off with Exhibitor 151 with Myra Ramsey with Rammer Emilia 724E. Next is Exhibitor 152 with Lucas Cavers C2 Fantasy 14E. Next in the ring is 153 Dale Weinbender SHSH Shania 9E. Next in the ring is 155 Shelby Evans with LAE Ebony 797E. And then Exhibitor 156, Samantha Frost, MRF, Miss Snow Queen 16E. And last in this class is Exhibitor 157, Fisher Cavers, McTavish Sage 87E. Another one of our second generation family awards is going to go to Dakota Williams. This is a young lady that's been really a bright star in this barn all week. I know I definitely enjoyed having her in the barn. She's really, even with my kids, she was always there willing to lend a hand, and she wasn't even in her herdsman's group. So Dakota Williams and her mother was Tammy Paskey, and they're from Pine Bluff Stock Farms in Love, Saskatchewan. So congratulations to that family. For anybody just joining us here today at the show, or maybe online here through live auctions, I'd just like to introduce our judges again. Donna and Carmen Jackson own and operate High Bluff Stock Farms in Inglis, Manitoba, a 200-head Charolais and Simmental cattle operation, and a registered seed grain farm. Next year, the Jackson family will host their 16th annual bull sale in March at the farm. Donna and Carmen have had the privilege of showing and judging at cattle shows across Western Canada and have sold their genetics worldwide. Carmen and Donna have 5 adult children who grew up active in the 4-H beef as well as the Canadian Charolais youth programs. Donna and Carmen were honored to receive the Canadian Charolais Youth Association Honoree Award in 2014 for their work with the youth in the Charolais industry. And I'd just like to thank Carmen and Donna Jackson again for coming out and sorting through these cattle for our juniors.
Again, another strong group of heifers here. These first two heifers complement each other. We just love the body shape on the first place heifer, all that capacity and broodiness that she's going to have when she matures there. She walks out very well, has great udder coming, and wins this class through that. The second place heifer is a little more heavily muscled heifer. Very nice through that front end and neck area there, and she gets out and travels well and has a great big hip on her, and she complements the heifer that's standing in front of her. The next two heifers in class, they're a little larger framed heifers there, but very good in their makeup there. They got lots of body and they travel well and they got good udder structure. And the last two heifers in the class, they're very sound. They walk out very, they're just a little bit more under condition there to compete any higher up today. Thank you.
Okay, the results of your split 5 for the yearling heifer. Leading off this class is exhibitor 155, Shelby Evans with LAE Ebony 797E. Second in split goes to exhibitor 153, Dale Weinbender SHSH Shania 9E. Third in split is 152 with Lucas Cavers C2 Fantasy 14E. Fourth in split is 157, Fisher Cavers with a McTavish Sage 87E. Fifth in split goes to exhibitor 156, Samantha Frost with MRF Miss Snow Queen 16E. And in sixth place, we have exhibitor 151 with Myra Ramsey with Rammer Emalia 724E. Moving on to your sixth split. First in the ring, exhibitor 132 with Cassidy Elder with Elders revealing 92E. Second exhibitor is 134 with Tyson Black with the McTavish Pure Cream 24E. Third is exhibitor 138, Elise Howe with Whitecap Miss Lois 83E. Next is exhibitor 144, Madison Robertson with JMB Luan 739E. Next is exhibitor 158, Will Rosso Miss Snow White. Next in class of 159, Bradley Fergus with LAE Amber 7134E. And last entering the ring is exhibitor 160, Matthew Howe with Whitecap Miss Lois 142E. This is your class, judges. Okay, we have another second generation family award to hand out, and that's going to go to Cole Marcinkowski. I hope I was close. Yeah, sorry about that. And mother is Jennifer, and she was an alumni of the CCYA in Alberta, and she attended 6 CCYAs. So congratulations to that family, and it's great to see that second generation. I do have one more list of sponsors I would just like to get through and thank. Of course, the youth boards have a silent auction going on in the UCT room just down the hall and to the left, and then take a turn and to the left again. And of course, that will all complete at the banquet tonight. And it's always great to have so many individuals giving something to put up into that silent auction. And do believe I have just a little bit of time to announce these names. Stepler Farms, JMB Charlet, Bryce Fergus, High Bluff Stock Farms, Vassano Metal Projects, Verway Farms Limited, Blake Airy, and if anybody has been there, Blake made a whole bunch of butter tarts there, and I'm sure they're amazing. Charlie Banner, Haley Rosso, Scott Johnson, Meyerland and Cattle Company, Brad Fergus, the Canadian Charlie Association, the Barron family, Rocky Mountain Equipment, Frost family, Total Farm Supply, Rob and Kirsten Voice, Neil and Lisa Preston and family, C2 Cavers and family, Howe Family Farm, the Co-op Elite Breeder, as well from Co-op Feeds, and as well as Brian Bouchard and the Wacy McCall with their donation to the CCYA on the 2 sales credits. So thank you again to all those sponsors that are going to make that silent auction a really great fundraiser for the kids.
Again, another strong set of bred heifers. We're just going to start the heifer that we've been kind of picking all day, the heifers with lots of broodiness and lots of capacity, and she just, from her head right to their back end there, she just got the shape that Donna and I are looking for. The second place heifer, she just gives us a little bit of trouble. She's got a little bit of navel, which doesn't bother me, but she's just a little weak in her back there to compete with the heifer. But I love the muscle shape through that back end there and how she carries it down, and she's going to very, very strong cow. The next two heifers are very similar in their type. Going to have very good udders on them. They're nice sided. Going to be also broodiness cows there. They just given up a little bit of the capacity through the thickness of the two heifers above them, but very good heifers. The three heifers at the bottom are very good in their type, are very sound in their movement, and will make very good cows.
Okay, thank you, Carmen, for those comments. So the results from the split 6 of the yearling heifers. In first place, we exhibitor 132, Cassidy Elder, with elders revealing 92E. Second in split was exhibitor 144 with Madison Robinson, with JMB Luan 739E. In third place, we have exhibitor 160, Matthew Howe, with Whitecap Miss Lois 142E. In fourth place, exhibitor 138, Elise Howe, with Whitecap Miss Lois 83E. Fifth place, exhibitor 134 with Tyson Black, McTavish Pure Cream 24E. Sixth place was exhibitor 159 with Bradley Fergus, LAE, Amber 7134E. And in seventh place, we have exhibitor 158, Will Rosso, Rosso Miss Snow White. So congratulations, Junior, on your split. Moving to our final split of yearling heifers today is split 7. And leading off, we have exhibitor. We have a few additions to this one. So we have Larissa Rutten with her heifer, Macaw Pandora 7E, and that's exhibitor 112. Second in class is exhibitor 162, Wyatt Ching, with Borderlands Ellie 121E. Third in the ring is exhibitor 163 with Cade Wright with CFC 28E. And fourth in the class, it is exhibitor number, I just need to see the exhibitor number, 133? 160, 133, Brett Tupling, there we go, sorry about that. Brett Tupling with WSS Emotion 7104E. And then the last then we have Raylyn Rosso with her heifer, Rosso Miss Thumbs Up 88E. And then ending off this class is exhibitor 165, Ethan Meyer with DH Elizabeth 58E. So this is your final split of yearling bred heifers. I would also like to make some introductions to our special representatives from the Canadian Charlet Association. We have Darwin Rosso here as our CCA president, and he was around on ringside, but I don't see him right now. But Darwin, of course, is here for the Canadian Charlet Association, as well as Executive Mike Elder, First Vice, and your Second Vice of Casey Phillips. And then we also have Alan Marshall, Sean Airy, Jim Olson in attendance here today from the Canadian Charlet Association. So thank you guys for coming out and supporting the juniors. We also have several directors of the Manitoba board here as well too. We do have our president Hans Meyer and his kids exhibiting here in the class right in front of us. So thank you to the Manitoba Charlet Association board and all the directors. And of course we have Kelly Howe from the Saskatchewan board here, and his kids are showing here as well, and he's the president of the Saskatchewan board. And there's several other directors that are here as well, but I'd just like to thank all you guys for taking the time out of your busy schedules to come out and show your support for this youth event. Okay, another one of our second generation family awards is going to go to Matthew Ramsey when his two girls, Claire and Myra Ramsey, right here from Manitoba. These two girls have been really fun addition to this Manitoba Youth Board, and there's no doubt there's a lot of spark and fire in those two young girls. And their farm name is Rammer Charlet. So congratulations to the Ramsey family on your second generation award.
Again, we're going to just start the class with a heifer that just wins this class quite easily. It's kind of what we've been looking for all day. Lots lots of middle, lots of length of body, lots of depth, lots of natural muscle in her, and we'd really appreciate for how she carries that all together in one nice package. Really got to like the performance and length of body in the second place heifer. Like how she moves out. She's like, you know, these are March heifers, and they've got lots of natural performance, and she's going to make a tremendous cow. The next two heifers are kind of similar in their package there. They're just nice patterned heifers. They're just giving up a little bit of the body mass and stuff that Donna and I are looking for today, but very nice pattern on them, and they're going to make nice cows. And the last two heifers there are just a little bit under condition to compete with the heifers above them, but very good on their makeup, and they travel out well and will make good cows. Thank you.
Okay, for your final split of yearling bred heifers, winning her class is exhibitor 112, Larissa Rutten, with McCall Pandora 7E. Second in split goes to exhibitor 162, Wyatt Ching, with Borderlands Ellie 121E. Third in split is 163, Cade Wright, with CFC 28E. Fourth in split is exhibitor 133, Brett Tupling, with WSS Emotion 7104E. Fifth in split goes to exhibitor 165, Ethan Meyer, with DH Elizabeth 58E. And in sixth in class is exhibitor 148, Raylene Rosso, with Rosso Myth Sums Up 88E. So congratulations to those juniors in that split. So now we're going to get into our overall yearling heifer born in 2017. In the first split, we have Griffin Tuplin, exhibitor 125, with WSS LS 700E, and second in split goes to exhibitor 122, Jalen Hill, Stepler Miss 13E. In our second split, we have heifer exhibitor 130, Taylor Elkhorn, with WSS Easy on the Eyes 722E. And second in split, we have exhibitor 131, Haley Packer, with Stepler Miss 54E. Coming out of our third split, we have exhibitor 139, Mason Beck, with Beck's Tassel 3E. And second in split goes to exhibitor 142, Georgia Beck. Sorry, I have that backwards again. I'm going to have the Beck family correcting me on that, that's for sure. 142, Georgia Beck, is going to be coming back first in that split with Beck's Mist 12E. And second in split was 139, Mason Beck, with Beck's Tassel 3E. Coming out of our fourth split, we have exhibitor 146, Bryn Stepler, with Echo Springs, Serendipity 38E. And second in class is exhibitor 17, Cord Phillips, with KR Miss Janice 709E. Coming out of our fifth split at bred heifers, exhibitor 155, Shelby Evans, with LAE Ebonice 797E. And second in split was coming back is exhibitor 153, Dale Weinbender, with SH Shania 9E. Moving to our sixth split of yearling heifers. Coming out of her split is exhibitor 132, Cassidy Elder, with Elders Revealing 92E. And second in split was 144, Madison Robertson, JMB Luann 739E. And then our final split of yearling bred heifers, coming out of that split was exhibitor 112, Larissa Rutten, with McCaw's Pandora 7E. And second in split was exhibitor 162, with Wyatt Ching, Borderlines Ella 121E. So I think we have a great crowd watching these juniors today. I think we'd give them a huge round of applause for having such a powerful set of heifers coming back for Carmen and Donna to fight over and who should win this class. So congratulations, juniors. I'm sure we got lots of time in between here, so we are going to do another one of these second generation family awards again. We have Kelly Howe from Howe Charlet over there in Saskatchewan. I'm just blanking which town. Moose Jaw. And we have Matthew and Elise as their two children, and they're here participating in this CCYA, so congratulations to that family again on their second generation family farm. Okay, we're also going to do another second family CCYA Generation Award, and that's going to go to the Airy family. So Sean Airy and his two kids, Chase and Blake Airy, and they are here at Rivers, Manitoba, and go under HTA Charlet. So congratulations to the Airy family.
Well, I think we need to give these kids a round of applause because this front row of heifers is very, very powerful, and this second row is equally as strong. And that's why we were taking a little bit of time because, you know, you start nitpicking and you look at certain things. This one is not this, and it's been 4 days, and the heifers are tired. And I remember an old gentleman that told me, he said that we couldn't agree on the heifers that I was keeping one year, that the heifers that I wanted to keep, he wanted to call, and the ones that he wanted to keep, I wanted to call, and he convinced me to keep all 30 of the heifers. And then he told me, he says, the cattle will teach us, and in 4 years, they'll tell you which ones we should have kept. Well, I never got to tell that gentleman that he was right because his heifers ended up in 4 years were all there and mine were all gone. But that was when I was starting in this purebred business, and I learned a lot from that gentleman, and that was back in the early 80s. And I think if we do the same thing with these heifers in 4 years, you kids, you can come back and you tell me I was wrong, you were right, and you'll totally be right. But we've made a decision. We like every one of them. They have lots of capacity, exactly what we're looking for. They're nice-headed, they're strong-footed, they've got good enough udders on them. But we made a decision that we think that we'll live with, and we're happy and we're confident that every one of these heifers out here will go out and make outstanding cows. So thank you again.
Your junior champion female is going to go to 112, Larissa Rutten with McCaw's Pandora 7E. Congratulations. And your reserve grand champion junior heifer is going to be going to your entry 130 at Taylor Elkhorn, WSS, easy on the eyes, 722E. So congratulations, juniors. What a strong set of bred heifers that you guys had here today. And we'll see those two heifers coming back for their overall female later on. Okay, we're going to proceed right into our 2016 female with natural 2018 calf at foot. And we're going to start with exhibitor 167 of Dale Weinbender with Mondante Dewdrop 12D with calf at side SHSH Dewdrop 1F, and that's going to be Dale Weinbender as the exhibitor. Then we have 169 Justin Harcourt HBC Echo 614D with calf at foot WHBC. I have that name, Justify 812F. And then we have exhibitor 71 with Haley Rosso with white cap Miss Lanny 12D with calf at foot Rosso 1F.
You got to be really happy with the 2 2-year-olds, or all 3 of them actually, for the job they're doing on their calves here. But these front 2, particularly, you got to love the udders that they have and the job they're doing on their 2 calves there. We're going to just start the pair with the bull calf there. They just the cow is just a little bit little longer, a little deeper bodied than the cow in second hole, and complements each other as a pair. And we feel that's why they win this class. Second, the heifer calf is following in her mother's footsteps there, and she's going to be turns out as good as her mother did. It'll be a great addition to the herd. Third place cow is a nice little 2-year-old here too. She's doing a good job there. She's just carrying a little less condition than the 2 above her. Thank you.
Okay, the winners of that class is your exhibitor 169, Justin Harcourt, with HBC Echo 614D, with calf HBC Justify 812F. Second in class is exhibitor 167, Dale Weinbender, with Mondante Dewdrop 10F, with calf at foot SHSH Dewdrop 1F. And third in that split, exhibitor 71, with Haley Rosso, White Cat Miss Lanny 11D, with calf at foot Rosso 1F. So congratulations to you juniors. Moving into my cow class. Are we ready? Just as we're getting the marshalling in there, we'll do another second generation award going to the Robertson family. Paul Robertson was a CCYA alumni here from Neepawa, Manitoba, and his daughter Madison Robertson. What a joy this young lady has been again. I know she has taken my kids several times and has done a great job. It's always great to have Madison in this barn as well too. So congratulations to the Robertson family. Okay, moving to the female born 2005 or earlier with their natural 2018 calf at foot. First into the ring is exhibitor 172, Kieran Olsen, JS Geneva 367A, with calf at foot MRT Ferdinand 833F. Second in the ring is 173 from Wyatt Chang, Borderlands Candy 29C, with calf at foot Borderlands Fair Play 29F. And in exhibitor 174 with Kalina Enns, with LAE Calypso 555C, with calf at foot LAE 880F. And then we have another second generation award, and it's going to go to myself, Andre Stepler, and then my 2 kids, Bryn and Braden Stepler.
three really good cows that we have out here, and they're doing a really good job on their calves here. And we're just going to start the cow that just has a calf that really complements her. He's long-bodied and has lots of test good development, and they make a very good pair. Second pair is also a very good female, and is doing a really good job on her bull calf, the same as the last pair. Really got to appreciate the udder on this tan cow here, and the job and longevity that she's going to have in her.
Okay, the winner of that class is going to go to exhibitor 174, Kalina Evans, with LAE Calypso 555C with calf at foot, LAE 880F. Second in that class goes to exhibitor 173, Wyatt Ching with Borderlands Candy 29C with calf at foot, Borderlands Fair Play 29F. And third in split is exhibitor 172, Kieran Olsen, JS Geneva 367A with calf at foot, MRT Ferdinand 833F. So congratulations to you guys with those mature cow females. We'll be moving right into our senior champion class, and we are going to have exhibitor 169, Justin Harcourt with HBC Echo 614D, and in second in split is going to go 167 with Dale Weinbender's cow Medante Dewdrop 10D. And then the two finalists coming out of our previous class, we're going to have 174 from Kalina Evans, LAE Calypso 555C, as well as second in class exhibitor 173 from Wyatt Ching, Borderlands Candy 29C. Just a housekeeping for everybody in the barns. We are going to do the market steer and the commercial heifer before we do the pictures of the champions. So we aren't going to break in the show, but when we do get the two champion females, we are just going to side them just a little bit to get our market steer and our commercial heifer done before we do this champion pictures.
Really good group of cows, like I said earlier, and the calves and the job they're doing. So Donna and I decided we're just going to use the two cows in the front row. We'll go with the senior champion with the 2-year-old, and the reserve will be the 3-year-old cow here.
Okay, your champion senior female is going to go to the entry 169 from Justin Harcourt for HBC Echo 614D. And then your reserve senior champion female is going to come out of your mature cow class, exhibitor 174, Kalina Evans with LAE Calypso 555C. So congratulations, exhibitors. Okay, now we're getting into this grand champion female class at the CCYA 2018. We have our first heifer calf coming, and that, I gotta flip a page. That's gonna be from exhibitor 120, Cassidy Elder, Elders revealing 8066F. And then calf, the second reserve heifer calf champion, is going to go to entry of 119 from Brooklyn Cramp with SH Dewdrop 1F. From our junior division, we have entry 112 from Larissa Rutten with McCaw's Pandora 7E, and a reserve coming out of that class. Sorry, I got to flip my pages. Is exhibitor 130 from Taylor Elkhorn, WSS, Easy on the Eye, 722E. Coming out of our senior cow class is exhibitor 169, Justin Harcourt with HBC Echo 614D, and then our reserve senior champion is exhibitor 174, Kalina Evans with LAE Calypso 555C. So this is your overall Grand Champion Charlotte female at the CCYA 2018 conference.
I want to commend everyone on the exceptional set of females that you've brought out for us today. Congratulations for all the hard work that's gone in at home and for being here this week. It's a real honor for Carmen and I to be here to evaluate these cattle. We love this group of females that we have out here. We'd be so happy to have them at home. We're just going to go ahead and slap our champion and reserve.
And there's your Grand Champion Charlotte female, and that's going to be going to exhibitor 169, Justin Harcourt with HBC Echo 614D with calf at foot HBC Justify 812F. Congratulations, Justin Harcourt. And then your reserve Grand Champion female is going to come out of the junior division with exhibitor 112, Larissa Rutten, with McCall Pandora 7E. Congratulations, everyone, on such a powerful set of females today. Okay, we're going to proceed right into this market steer show. Okay, in the first in, we have exhibitor 100, Morgan Debenhan with animal name Rolo. Next exhibitor 101, we have Haley Debenham with TJ. Next in the ring is exhibitor 102, Brett Marshall with 24E Sirloin, and we have Sarah Scott going to be leading that animal in for us today. Next in the ring is entry 103, Kylie Beck, steer named Harvey. Next in the ring we have 104, Dylan Greaves with Smoke Show, and then 175, Shelby Evans Spot. While we're evaluating, or Carmen and Donna are evaluating these steers, I just have a few more housekeeping stuff just to share with everybody here. After this show, of course, the kids are going to go right into their chores and get these cattle all settled in for the night. And then we're going to proceed into that banquet evening. The cocktails do start in the UCT building at 5 o'clock, and then supper is going to be served at 6:30. And then, of course, after supper, then we get into the awards night where we find out all the results of how these juniors did throughout this week. So again, the cocktails start at 5, supper at 6:30, and then, of course, the awards to follow.
Well, I think these kids need a round of applause because this is what the Charolais breed is all about. When you look at the ability of what Charolais steers can impact in the industry, whether it's the cow-calf guy getting more pounds in the fall and a higher price at the auction mart, and those Charcross calves in a lot of the auction barns, they start the sale because they need to set that trend. And then the ability when they go to the feedlot, the ability of those cattle to turn forages and grain into muscle, mass, yield, and marbling, and the cross with we got a couple of silvers out here is just truly amazing. And I think the ability when you look at them, I asked a couple of cattle buyers this morning what the cutoff for the carcass was to get penalized, and it's 1,000 pounds. Well, when daughter and I started feeding steers and when we first got married and stuff, it was like 8.56, and so it really sucked when you were 8.57 and you got docked 30 cents. So it really shows where the industry has changed, and I think the feedlots have forced that carcass weight up. There's way more money in these cattle for you to profit, and getting that, pushing that closer to that 1,000 pounds, and getting dollars and cents for the value of these steers here. We're just going to start this class with the big steer there, and I know he's pushing the weight range for us today. But he's just totally powerful. You just got to appreciate his body mass and his depth, and you would just love to feed a whole pen full of steers like that. The next two steers are very similar in their muscle shape and yield, and they're going to just be high-yielding, easy-doing steers that you would just love, like, again, another whole pen of them. And same with the other steers. They're just not carrying the finish, maybe to the degree to the top three of them, but very good steers in their own making. And I just commend you kids for bringing these cattle out at this time of the year because I know it's hot. So thank you.
Okay, winning that split or the market steer competition is exhibitor 175, Shelby Evans. And in second in class, it's going to go to exhibitor 101, Haley Debenham, with the steer TJ. Third in class is exhibitor 100 with Morgan Debenham. Fourth, 103, Kaylee Beck. Fifth, 104, Dylan Greaves. And sixth, 102, Brett Marshall with Sarah on the lead. So congratulations to all you juniors that are coming out and promoting our breed with this market steer class. Okay, we'll move right into our commercial yearling heifer, born in 2017. And we're going to start off with entry 105, Megan Perry with heifer name Bailey. Second, coming in the ring is exhibitor 106, Jalen Hill. Next is exhibitor 107, Caden Beck with Harper. Coming in next into the ring is exhibitor 108, Jack Wright with the heifer Sweetie. 109, exhibitor 109 next with Brett Marshall with 45E Cowgirl. And the last heifer to come into this class today is from the exhibitor 111, Larissa Rutten with Peach 3E. That is your class, judges. This is going to be our final class for today, so I think our crowd should give Carmen and Donna Jackson, a huge round of applause for evaluating our juniors cattle today and sharing all their wisdom and thoughts. I think they did an amazing job. So thank you again to Carmen and Donna Jackson.
Very nice, strong set of commercial heifers, and I'd like to thank the kids for bringing these Charlie heifers out here. I think, every once in a while I go to a commercial guy's yard and he tells me, well, my heifers are as good as yours. Well, and I told him, I says, well, they should be because you're buying bulls from us here, so they should be just as good. So And it sure commends these heifers at the top here and all the way down that there's lots of depth in these Charolais heifers. And we're seeing as I go in some herds that the Charolais cow is slowly coming back because she's just a little bigger. And when they go to harvest these cows, there's just a little bit more yield. But we're going to start the heifer of the class there, and she just resembles, and if she'd been in the purebred show, she'd have had a good run there too, because she sure follows the pattern that we've been using all day. Next heifer following her, very nice pattern heifer, like the sweetness through her front end and the style, and she's going to make a very good cow out in the industry, and I love the condition that she's carrying. The next two heifers are really long-bodied heifers. They have lots of muscle, and they've got lots of good things about them, and they're going to make good cows. And the same with the last two here, just a little bit smaller frame, just a little maybe plainer in some of their makeup a little bit than the cattle above them, but will make good females also. Thank you.
Okay, the winning of the Grand Champion Commercial Charolais Influence female goes to exhibitor 111, Larissa Rutten with Peach 3E. Second in that split goes to exhibitor 107, Caden Beck with Harper. Third in that split is exhibitor 106, Jalen Hill. Fourth, exhibitor 105, Megan Perth with Barry. Fifth is exhibitor 109, Brett Marshall, 45E Cowgirl. Sixth in split goes to 108, Jack Wright with Sweetie. So with that, that concludes our confirmation classes of the CCYA 2018. And again, we'd just like to thank our judges, Carmen and Donna Jackson, for coming out and evaluating these cattle. And congratulations to all the juniors for such a successful show. Thank you.